6:30 p.m. Eastern. Shelby's World Live taking off. Questions will be answered cause the queen get it off. Unity is for the black and brown community. Conversation without scrutiny. Hey, we speak from a place of power, no coward. We just making sure the truth isn't overpowered. Black goddess, black queen, no in between. Better your podcast to the big screen. Her smile is everything, can light up a room. She say what she means, that's why we're in tune. Grown woman handles her biz like it is. Discipline, a role model for the kids. Nothing was given, everything she earned. She sat back and learned, and now it's her turn. So stop on by, comment, subscribe. Each and every Wednesday, SW Live.
Shelby's World Podcast. Shelby's World.
What's up? What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? What's happening? Happy Wednesday, y'all. I'm happy to be here. I almost what's that? I got the comment. Okay. I almost just said, you know what? Let me go ahead and take another rest day. But I needed to come on and give y'all some love, you know. Come on and be my best person, be my best host, and bring a new show to the live podcast. And that's what I'm doing today. I'm happy to be back, but I'm also under the weather a little bit, so I'm gonna get through the show kind of quickly, y'all, so that I can get my points across and all the things done that need to be done and all the things said that need to be said, you know. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into the quote of the day. All right, let me get that done for y'all. All right, let me go to my quote. Okay. But how y'all doing though? How y'all doing? Y'all ready for the holiday? Y'all ready for Christmas? Y'all got everything y'all need to have done for y'all people? Y'all good? Just want to make sure y'all done got everything y'all need to do or whatever, right? That's what we on now. We up to date. Because it's what? This day is the 17th. So if you're not ready, what does that say? That y'all got a couple of more days to get yourself together. That's what it say. So make sure y'all go ahead and get yourself together because the holiday is vastly approaching. Y'all don't have much time. Just know that you don't have much time. All right. So quote of the day is, the main thing to know about sex and love is that whether together or separately, they can bring joy, pain, or a curious mixture of both. That's what they can do. Yeah, and I think for the most part, the purposes of that comment is, oh, you say 8 days ago. Yeah, you do. 8 days ago. We're gonna pin that comment so y'all can be on y'all countdown. Because he's absolutely right. Y'all literally have 8 days to go. I got grown children, so I don't worry too much on that. I really don't. But it is what it is. They still want what they want, right? It don't matter how old they are. It don't matter. It don't matter. It do not matter. Let me see. 8 days to go from E. And then we got, who is this, D? All right. Let's see what he's talking about. Oh, he said he ready. Okay, then. All right, we ready. I like to see it. I like to see it. All right, now quote of the day. The main thing to know about sex and love is that whether together or separately, they can bring joy, pain, or a curious mixture of both. And we already know how that works, because a lot of times you'll think that you're ready for a relationship or you're ready for the sexual experience with someone, and it's dynamite. It's everything you want it to be, and then boom, everything changes. Or it becomes something you can embrace. Like, it could be a lot of different things that happen in that moment. So we don't want to say that it's always joy or it's always happiness when you're having sex or in love. But it can bring a mixture of different chemistry chemistry inside of your body. Like, you know how that is. Because like depending on your hormones, and that's for women mostly when I say that, depending on the hormones of the woman, depending on how she feels about that person that day, it'll kind of be a stronger action toward that sexual experience or that love. If they're not happy in that episode that you're having with them, they're going to, people are very much so prone to show it through body language. People don't really hide how they're feeling anymore. So you don't have to really worry about someone lying to you verbally, because watch their body language. Watch their body language, because they'll tell you what you want to hear. Sometimes more than none, people will literally tell you what you want to hear to make that experience either something they can go ahead and get away from, or they're just in tune with it. But if they're not giving you, if they're being honest and truthful with you, you can see it in their body language. You can see it in how they respond to you. You can see it in how they're talking to you. Unless you're just dealing with a psychopath and they just know how to do all that stuff without it affecting their chemistry, you know, because some people are like that. We do got a lot. It's known that people can hide and cover up things. We see it in serial killers every day. And there are serial lovers. There are serial relationship people. It's a lot of serial things that come with serial. So you just got to be careful with who you're dealing with. But make sure you know that before you even lay down and have sex anyway, because we too old to be playing games. So sexual exchange encompasses various concepts, including the exchange of sexual favors for goods or services, emotional or energetic exchanges during sexual encounters, and consensual practices in non-monogamous relationships. So we're going to talk about the different things that happen within sexual exchanges and how sex helps, because y'all just be fucking to be fucking. We can't just be doing it like that. It's things that happen. It's soul ties. There's a lot of different things that are connected to sexuality. And we don't know that when we're young. We just, you know, when you're young, you just having a good time. You just doing what you're doing. But as you get older, you start to notice a different significance in your pattern of how you're dealing with people. And if you're not changing that pattern, then you're stuck in a stagnant area of your life. You need to, everything is a concept of growing and getting better and getting better and getting better. It's not to just stay stagnant. It's not to just stay in a place where I'm like, well, I done had sex with 5 people this year, I'm good. That's 5 different sexual exchanges. That's 5 different soul ties that you got to think about. So you got to be very, very particular in how you have sexual exchanges and different encompasses of sex with people throughout your life. Because, baby, don't get mucked up out here. Don't think that them soul ties not real. They are very much so real. So there are different types of sexual exchanges. There are energy exchanges. There are exchanges of just sex in general. We're going to talk about a few of these too. There are social exchanges, and there's swapping. Now, the professional term of swapping is, they use swapping. What we call it is where y'all have an open marriage. That's because that's really the basis of it. You're talking about being able to be free sexually with other people. Yeah, in a relationship, in a marriage, or whatever. And that's not for us to judge as a person, because what you do in your marriage is your marriage. I just recently said this on my previous show. How you live in your life with your partner is all about y'all. You ain't got to be worried about the constraints of what others think, but you just got to be mindful about what happens within those different exchanges. It's important to be mindful. Okay. So the energy exchange during sexual encounters, partners may experience an exchange of energy, and this is a good thing. The energy exchange, especially if you're building or having a good experience with a person that has good energy, it's a good thing to have a good energy exchange, and it can affect their emotional and physical states. This concept suggests that every sexual act is not just a physical interaction, but also an energetic one, where the energies of both partners merge. Beautiful, beautiful thing, especially if you're in a loving, serious, monogamous relationship. Beautiful thing. You want your energy to merge. If your partner having a bad day and y'all have a energy exchange during your sexual escapade, maybe some of that good energy that you're feeling can rub off on that partner, because you do not want your person to just be walking around here sucked dry and not giving them the energy that they need and deserve during y'all sexual experiences. This can lead to emotional residue, where the feelings and energies of one partner can linger and affect the other even after the encounter. Energy exchange to me almost sounds like soul ties, but it's a little bit different. We're going to talk about the soul ties. Exchange of sex. This term often refers to the practice of exchanging sex for money, goods, or services. And the legal term for that is prostitution. However, everybody doing a little prostitution in their relationships in their life. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care. People can get mad at that if they want to, but there are things that are going to happen. If you know your man and you know how your person is, you can go in there and give them a back rub, do them in, and you know that may lead to you receiving something. That's just what it is. And if you don't think that is a form of that, you're sadly mistaken, because that's exactly what it is. We all get exchanges in our relationship, and they can be good exchanges though, because in a relationship is not supposed to feel like prostitution. It's supposed to feel like something that your person want to do for you because they just love you and adore you and just want to do things for you, right? Yeah, that's what it is. So, but if you look at it from a point of view where it's just somebody that you just laid up with and you get money every time you lay up with them, that's a exchange of sex. That's a sexual exchange where you're receiving money, goods, or services. And however you look at that, it is what it is. But also it does still define the fact that sexual experience is a good experience for you, because you're willing to go the extra mile to make sure a person is happier by this exchange of goods and services. You're getting what you want from the deal, and they're getting what they want from the deal. Everybody's happy. However, for instance, individuals engaging in exchanges of sex may face higher risk of sexually transmitted diseases and other health issues, highlighting the importance of tailored prevention strategies. So if you just out here fucking somebody for money, if you're not wearing a condom and being, protecting and protecting yourself, that's a huge problem. Like, why even put yourself at risk like that? And a lot of us are still doing that in our lives. We're putting ourselves at risk sexually just because we're enjoying the experience. And now it's like, oh, I just want to go and do it raw now. Okay, well, go get tested. Go make sure that y'all safe. Don't just jump out there and just start willy-nilly taking somebody penis and vagina without a test, especially if you're talking about raw fucking. All right, social exchange framework. This framework helps to understand interpersonal interactions, including sexuality within close relationships. It emphasizes the balance of rewards and costs in sexual relationships, which can influence partner selection, sexual frequency, and satisfaction. Understanding these dynamics can provide insights into how sexual exchanges function within relationships. And like I just said, we do have sexual exchanges in relationships. What does the comment say? Let me see that my chart get tested right. Exactly. I'm telling you, that's what you got to do. You definitely want to always know what's going on with your person that you laid up with. Please know. See that my chart. I gladly pull mine up on my phone if I need to. Not, you know what I'm saying? Because you want to have that. Like, I check my own shit regularly anyway. I'm going to the doctor regularly, so I know what my results going to be. I know how my life is. And I think that's very important for people to do. You have to make sure that you're good. You have to make sure that you're safe when you're doing it, especially in these sexual exchanges. Swapping refers to the consensual practice where couples exchange partners for sexual encounters. This practice is built on clear communication, enthusiastic consent, and mutual respect. So not just an open relationship, but an open relationship of choice where y'all chose the partners. Y'all decided that the people that you chose are going to be the only people that y'all can have sex with outside of y'all marriage or outside of your relationship. That's the difference between swapping and open relationships. Open relationships, you just pretty much go out and do what you want to do. What's comment saying? I give blood with Red Cross every 52 days, so extra testing too. Yeah, I like that. Good job. Definitely. What you say what that's what it is, Marcus. Is they actually have a thing called swapping. They actually have that. It ain't nothing, it's not new to us. We just don't call it that. We call it open relationships, but it's really a thing. Where they actually will let their partner where they choose who their partner can have sex with. It's a conversation. They converse about it. They plan it. They have, and in those type of instances, more than likely they are being tested. In open relationships, you're not always going to get tested, and that means you're putting your partner at risk. But if you guys have this fluid situation as to where everybody has to be showing they my charts, as Todd stated, regularly, then you all gonna be fine. But let's get to the other part of that, because we know that when you do a lot of sexual escapades with different people, excuse me, it creates soul ties. And you know how long it takes for a partner to get in and out of your body, to get out of your system. Have you all ever heard of how long it takes for a person to get in and out of your system once you have had sex with them? Yes. Like, do y'all know? I want to know if y'all know this. I want to know who knows how long it takes for a person's kinetic energy to leave your system. Hey, sister. How long y'all think it is? Because I want to go ahead and give y'all the answer, because ain't nobody say nothing yet. But I'm gonna go ahead and say what it is. It takes. I'm gonna type it in and put it on the comment. So okay. So this is how long it takes for a person to that's how long. It takes 7 years to release sexual connections. 7 years. And the reason why it's 7 years is because that's the year of completion. So when you get to the 7th year, you have finally gotten to the point where that person is completely out of you, out of your system, out of your body, everything. So if that's the case, if it takes 7 years, imagine how many other bodies you've gotten that you've added to your palette within that time. After you've stopped messing with somebody and it takes 7 years for them to get out of your system sexually, and you've now invited other people into your system, you wonder why it could be a confusion thing. And women, we have portals. So we have to be very, very careful with how many people we allow in and out of our system, because we have portals for a reason. Like we don't get to hold on. He said, this man said the day I say I'm done. That don't mean that that don't mean they out of your system, no, Marcus. That don't mean that. Just because you say you done, that don't mean, especially if you raw dogging. It definitely like is raw sex, right? Yes, for energy exchanges, for the actual transmission of energy, it is raw sex. However, you still have to think about if you're kissing and doing all that other stuff, because when you kissing somebody, you are still exchanging saliva, you still exchanging other kinetic forms of sex. So that still leads to them being inside of you, irregardless. Only way that you're not going to have a natural effect of where it takes that time to get those. I can't deal with Todd right now. However long it takes for you to get that person out of your system, and you add another person, just add on another 7 years. That's all I'm telling you. It takes just that much time. It does. Some use more portals than others. Okay, then. I don't know, Todd. How many other portals do they have? Because we only can take things in like 3 portals on our body. So what other portals you talking about? Are we talking about the same 3 portals? Or you done added in the 5th? Wait. What market say 15? 15 what? 15 what? Tell me what you talk about, Mark, when you say 15. I need to know that. I need to know. Okay, Todd. So we talk about the same 3 portals. Okay, yes, entry level portals. That's what they are. Now with you utilizing your portals as much as you do, you can women have different concepts of how those portals can be affected by other people's body parts and other people's energy and other people's exchanges of sex. Like, and I know we have actually had conversations with people that have actually had sex with 3 different people back to back, like in a day, or not even just a day, a week. And then you go home and you do it with your partner. Look what you just did. All that energy that you got from that other person, you have now embedded it into your partner, because more than likely you fucking your partner around, and that's your partner. We have to be careful out here, man. That's scary. They had an STI. Yeah, well, and that's a lot of the reason why they saying that you got to be extra careful with it, because the people got these diseases and you don't even know what to do about it, because you just end up there, you just carrying on. And then, and when we were younger, a lot of times people used to say stuff like, if my old lady tested, if she don't went and got tested, I know I'm good. How you good? Especially if you're a cheater. How you good? And how you gonna depend on somebody else's test to determine if you good or not anyway? I never could understand that. I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean you good? Go get tested. That sounds silly. It don't make no sense, but that's what we've heard. You hear that a lot. More than none, you hear that a lot. That people people they come up with that conclusion that if my partner's safe, I'm safe. If they good, I'm good. If they got it going on, I got it going on. I'm straight. So I just know. Thanks, Shay. I just know like 30 seconds. I just know that you cannot depend on somebody else's test results to make you feel calm and cool and confident. You got to go and get yourself tested, and that's just the real deal. And if you're not willing to do that, you don't care about yourself enough. He said, I used to mess with this chick that was into chakras and all, and as long as we were protected, she didn't think we were exchanging energy. I assume she didn't count a lot of that, because it's protected. You can, of course, but your chakras being protected does not stop you from being able to get other diseases, though. Like you can have amazing have an amazing connection with your chakras. You can be great, like it works in your favor, but it does not protect you from other humans' diseases. It does not save you from that. So just because you're thinking, oh, I'm protected by my chakras, okay, what is that going to protect you from? The disease that person might be carrying or anything? Like, you don't know if they having sex with somebody else, especially when you're talking about you just using your chakras to be the determining factor. That's kind of scary too, Todd. I don't know. Transactional relationships. Sexual exchanges can also occur in transactional relationships where sex is exchanged for financial support. Now, that's not the same thing when you're saying in exchange for sex for goods. Financial support is just like straight, oh, he pay my rent, he pay my bills, like, baby, he does things for me. That it's all strictly finances. It's not about goods and services. It's just strictly bills are paid because this is my sugar daddy. That's the transactional exchange. Those relationships can vary widely in their dynamics and motivations, and understanding the nature of these exchanges is crucial. Now, what I want to say is this: sex relieves stress. It completely relieves stress. If you're getting a good knockdown regularly, you're gonna release a whole lot of tension and negative energy from your body. I mean, protected by condoms, as in because we use them, no exchange of energy. Oh no. So did y'all kiss though? Did y'all kiss? Did y'all do any swapping of any fluids? Or was it just condom and no nothing else? Just sex, just straight sex. But sex relieves stress. When you're stressed, your body releases a hormone called cortisol. While small amounts of cortisol help your body function properly, too much of it can leave you feeling tense or worn out. But sex triggers the release of endorphins and feel-good hormones that can lift your mood and help bring cortisol levels back to normal. And a lot of y'all suffering from low cortisol levels because y'all not getting enough. Y'all not doing it enough. Now, it's different when you can't be doing it because your partner not around and all that different things. So it's gonna be like that. But when if you talking about you with somebody, y'all ain't in no healthy sexual relationship and you just hold it back and they hold it back, that's a problem. Because you're supposed to be releasing those endorphins and releasing that stress. And your partner should be somebody who want to see you release those things. They should want to see you be stress-free. They should want to be a part of your stress-free lifestyle. Dead ass. Sex helps you sleep. Among the list of hormones your body releases during sex, specifically during an orgasm, is prolactin. And prolactin plays a huge part in regulating sleep. After sex, especially, like, you know, if you pass out after some good hunching, you feeling good, baby. You in there knocked out, snoring, all that good stuff, all that. It's a whole different energy level once y'all have that exchange that knock y'all out. And then on that, not both of y'all out. Now y'all both in there just sleeping good, feeling good. Everybody great. We good now. And sex also stimulates the release of oxytocin, known as the love hormone, which helps you feel relaxed and more connected to your partner. So lowering stress levels even more. And you want to continue to do that. When you're with your person, you want to always be doing things that's going to lower stress levels. Why be with somebody if they're increasing your stress levels? Why even do that? I especially at this big old age in our life, we shouldn't be adding nothing to our life that's going to be increasing our stress levels. We should just not be doing nothing like that. Sex boosts your immune system. For y'all who got low immune systems, get y'all some good sex. Sex can boost your immune system by increasing the production of antibodies that protects against infections. So your immune system can build up higher because you having more sex. It can completely help diminish HPV. And it improves the body's ability to fight some viruses and bacteria. So sex is really, really good for your body. It's really good. It's a good support system for everything that you got going on in your life. Y'all and a lot of y'all need to be releasing more often. Y'all need to get it out of y'all system way more often. Like, I don't know. I got a few clients that complain about it. Like, you know, we don't do it enough. Well, what's the problem? Y'all tired? Y'all got younger children? I always want to know the good juicy details as to why sex is slowed down in relationships. And a lot of times it does come from them being tired. It does come from people, especially if you work in multiple jobs or you just doing a lot of volunteering because y'all got children, just different things that's going to cause a slowdown. But when y'all finally do it, it does do a huge release. But kind of keep it going. Like, don't hold back to the point where you even get to a level of where tension is arising in your body because you're not being sexually active. Sex offers natural pain relief. The same feel-good hormones that help your body manage your stress also acts as natural painkillers. So what I'm hearing a lot is that sex is just good for your body. It's good for your mind. It's good for your soul. It's good for your spirit. So if you ain't doing no fucking and having no good sex, you need to start. You need to go ahead and start doing that. Hey, Queen. That really, thank you, Bookie. Hey. You always looking pretty though, so you know I ain't got nothing. That I don't even have a good comeback. I just can say, hello there, beautiful. Hello. Always looking good though. That's my boo right there. But yes, it does. Sex is good for you. It's good for you. I don't know how many times I must say that, but it's good for you. Not just for the fact that it feels good, but it's just good for your overall health, body, soul, mind, energy, all that. It's good for all of that. Sex, and for women, sex does help support menstrual health. So if you get cramps during your period, sex might help release the discomfort. So it's just, it's definitely other benefits to it. Sex benefits your mental health. It strengthens your pelvic floor. So all y'all people with them, like, it, because you know how they say the skinny girls be having deep pelvic walls. It make it stronger for them. It make them stronger. It can make them be able to do a lot more. Can have a lot more opportunities to where their pelvic wall isn't being destroyed because of all the hunching that they're doing in their sexual escapades. What if you don't have anyone to have sex with? What's the alternative? No sex. Because a toy or anything like that ain't going to do anything for you. It's not going to give you those same energetic things that you're looking for when you're having sex. So the alternative is to always make sure that you're doing something that's getting your energy up. Continue to be around positive, energetic people. Do things that keep your aura good, keep your energy levels high. Invest in yourself on the levels of what you want to be doing differently in your life. Like if you see that you're doing things on a different scale now because you're growing, you definitely want to start increasing the energies that you're putting into the things that you're working on, because now it keeps you busy enough to not even have to think about it. But at some point, you're going to have to go in and let loose. You're going to have to go get free with it. In the words of George Michael, come on. Yeah, you got to. You got to. But yes, PG, as long as you have other ways to store your energy vessels and place your energy in good levels, you can be sex free. But you still do not want to be sex free forever. Like we gotta get it in now, because all those things that I told you is gonna be good for your health, you ain't gonna be getting none of those things. Your health is not gonna increase based on a lot of things because you're not doing it. You're not releasing. You gotta release. It's very important for you to release. Great tips for the ones who don't have. Great tips. I agree. I definitely agree. Okay. Now let's get into the real deal thing about sex, right? How often you're doing it is going to be a sequence of things. It will not only for the good in you. We already discussed the good things that sex will do and bring to your life. Now we're going to talk about what it is to have those tantric energy exchanges beyond just kinetic and sexual time, because you can have really good energy exchanges with someone where it's not even physical. A tantric exchange, it's pleasure, power, connection, awakening, and it's a personal growth, and there's no physicality in that. You're just having good conversations. You're intimate. Your intimacy is like literally just getting to know your person and learning more about them so that you can be able to perform on the sexual levels that they desire, because watching your person and learning your person will give you lots of benefits to increase your sexual libido with your partner. So you want to make sure that you're enhancing that on a regular basis. Have conversations. Talk about things that are interesting to you when it comes to sex. Make sure you talk about things that are interesting to you. You don't want to not know what your partner likes. And also you want to know, because it may not be something that you're against. You may actually like some of the same stuff that they're dealing with or that they're thinking about. You may actually want to get down with that, but you ain't going to know if y'all don't have those conversations. Yeah, this hot apple cider so good. Whew. So the tantric energy that you have, that you're flowing with your partner, is going to be very, very good. And we're all divine. So regardless of the fact that you think just because you're the woman and you're doing a lot of the receiving, because it's very much so true. That's why it's always important to know who you giving your energy to, because when you let another person into that portal, and y'all don't have any plans to make it a real deal thing, and you just may just want to have ways to release. If that's going to be the thing, make sure that's just the only person that you're having sex with, and make sure you're the only person that they're having sex with. So get some understanding, have real clarity conversations. Only deal with a real nigga too. Just like you only can deal with a real woman, only deal with a real man. Like, don't deal with people who you could just see the lies flowing off their tongue. Don't go for all that. Just literally learn that person enough to where you can see. And that's what that level of non-sexual or non-physicality does. It gives you preparation for getting to know them on a deeper level. And having these conversations with these people is so important. It's so vital to talk about the things that keep you very, very interested, like dead ass. If you're not having these conversations, then you wasting a lot of your time with you wasting a lot of time with that person. And what's the point of that? I mean, most of the people who join and watch my show are not 30 and younger. They're 30 and up. So you already know where you are in your life. You already know what you're looking for and all that stuff, but you also may not know how to get to it. But these key points that I'm saying right now will definitely prepare you to get on a very intimate level with your person by being on a tantric level in the beginning. And being the tantric level is pretty much just learning everything about them, what they soul cry out for, how they feel, how they talking to you, like what changes their mood, different things of that nature. You want to learn that person so well that when y'all have those sexual experiences, you can feel that energy flowing through you. And it's going to be positive because y'all building off positivity. If you're building off negativity, if you're just doing it based on the good exchange of goods and services, you may have some downfalls in your sexual exchange because goods and services, again, you're talking about exchanging something for that. So any type of sexual exchange where you're getting something from the deal and it's not just a good relationship, you may be just missing out on real deal commitments. Oh, gee, I love this. Sex is not just sex. It's not. Sex has never just been sex. That's why I said we didn't know these things as we were younger. We didn't know that sex is not supposed to just be boom, boom, bam. No, sex is way deeper, way deeper. It's an exploration of so many different things. If you're dealing with somebody who got trauma, baby, that trauma going inside of you. If you're dealing with somebody who a thief, that thievery energy going inside of you. If you're dealing with somebody who a liar, that lying energy going inside of you. Learn your people. Learn your people. Now, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here and let y'all go because my sinus headache is definitely it's kicking in stronger now. Let me see what Keisha say. Just was like a squirrel trying to catch a nut. That's it. That's it, Peach. Say it again. That's all. Everybody was. Everybody knew what sex was. Nobody knew how good it feels to actually be in love while you having sex. Nobody knew all that until it happened. So preparing for it to happen is real, real deep. Preparing for it to happen is real, real deep, y'all. So I'm gonna close out by saying, have good sex, have sex regularly, have sex for kinetic purposes, have sex for positive exchanges, have sex for healthy experiences, have sex for all the different things that are going to be positive for your spirit. Some sinus headache, someone needs some relief. Go ahead, Lamar. Oh my goodness, here you go. I feel that though. You might be right. But have sex for all the reasons that are going to be beneficial to your body and your life. Don't just be out here fucking no more, man. It ain't worth it. All right. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all always. Thank y'all for always being super supportive of the show and commenting and giving y'all feedback because that's what it's all about. Now, y'all go off and have yourself a wonderful rest of the week and a wonderful rest of the evening. And I will see y'all next week before Christmas. All right. Y'all take care. Peace.
6:30 p.m. Eastern. Shelby's World Live taking off. Questions will be answered cause the queen get it off. Unity is for the black and brown community. Conversation without scrutiny. Hey, we speak from a place of power, no coward. We just making sure the truth isn't overpowered.